Hey there, it's Ubie, and today we're going to be taking a look at the newest tools from both Udio and Suno, Audio Extend. I'm going to show you how you can take your own music or even just sounds, collaborate with AI, and make something truly unique for yourself. So stick around. All right, so you're asking yourself, Ubie, what exactly is Audio Extend? Well, Audio Extend is the kind of next iteration in us being able to be truly collaborative with the AI music models. As anybody who knows has been using either Udio or Suno, when you generate any bit of audio, you are able to extend from that audio. Now, though, they give you the ability to upload audio that is yours, and hopefully you will use it responsibly and actually have it be your audio. But you can upload your own audio and then extend from it as if it was audio that was generated by the AI tool. What this means is that we can now directly collaborate with the AI within the generation process. In order to do that, we needed to, you need to upload some audio. You need to have some audio. The audio could be music you created, it could be sounds, it could theoretically be lyrics, but I don't think that's going to work all that well. We're not going to test that here either, but with the way that extending works, lyrics are not going to probably be something that's really useful yet. But what we do need to do is to have some audio for us to extend. So that means hold out the old Kona K2. It is an acoustic electric. I do not own an actual electric guitar. That is something that is not in the budget yet, but hopefully will be in the budget soon. So we work with what we got. We embrace the suck on this channel, so to speak. And what I've done was I created 3 riffs. Two of them were simple chord progressions. One of them is just a little bit of a blues riff, kind of a solo that I played with. Two of the one of the progressions in that solo were also run through amplitude and tonex to give them an electric guitar feel. And so, yeah, they're going to sound a little bit wonky because, again, we're running an acoustic through an electric setup. It's the best that I can do. Feel free to make comments about how bad it is. I suck. I embrace the suck. I don't let it stop me from creating. But what we've done is we created these riffs, which we will show you now, and then we'll run them through both Suno and Udio and make some music. Okay, so we're going to start with Suno here. And the first thing you do is you go up and there's a button at the top that says Upload Audio Track. It's pretty self-explanatory. You click the button there to select a file from your computer. You can also click up the button to record directly from your computer. You upload the track, and once it's done, what it does is it generates a file in Suno as if it was another piece of audio created by Suno. It gives it a full cover art, gives you a chance to title it. And once you've got there, you hit continue, and you'll notice it pop up down there where it's got riff 1. And there we go. We can now work with this just like we could with any of the other tracks that we have generated, as well as doing things like extending it. So once you've extended it, you can give it a style. I like to give it a style that gives not only the genre, but you'll also see me in here adding in the instruments and the things I would like to see in it, such as guitar, bass, drums, and male vocal. And then once that's done, I freestyled some lyrics for it and let it generate. What we'll do now is fast forward it here, and we'll hear the kind of song that it generated. And here is the first song we got generated. So there's an idea of what that first generation was. Not bad. It was actually very similar to what I was expecting for it to be. And I played around a little bit more with this song and got a second generation done with it. We will go ahead and move on now to the second riff. So here we uploaded the second riff and set it up for file use. And this one is the lighter riff, and we wanted this one just to be an instrumental, so it's a little quicker to generate. Now, at this point, Suno was taking a while to get the generation for riff number 2 done, so I decided to go ahead and take the time to upload riff number 3. And now that our generation is done, let's take a listen. So this was the light kind of a melody I was expecting for it to come through. I did ask to add piano and maybe some keyboard, drum, and some bass to it. So yes, this actually did take the motif that I used and created more of a song for it. Let's move on to riff number 3. So while I listened to the other generation for riff number 2, I took the time to go ahead and write out some lyrics for riff number 3 in preparation for the generation for that. For that particular riff, we went with a more of a blues rock, southern rock, and outlaw country feel. Again, asking for guitar, bass, and drum. And here is the first generation from riff number 3.
Running hard, lost heart on my tail.
So as we can hear, that's the exact type of sound I was expecting to get from that. And stick around at the end of the video. I will show you at least the snippets of the completed songs, as there was still some more work to be done. For example, we need to stitch the songs together so that we have that opening piece and the part that was generated to be one file. And then I believe that, if I remember correctly, I generated a couple more pieces to kind of flesh out the rest of the song. And then, of course, the full production treatment where we take it out of the Suno's AI environment. We do some filtering on it. We do a little bit of cleanup of the audio in Audition and some mastering for it. So we'll have that for you coming up in just a bit. But now, let's switch over and take a look at Udio. So Udio's interface obviously is a bit differently. The button to upload is right there, and you select the particular one you have. On Udio, you have to confirm that it is actually a piece of audio that you own. Once that is uploaded, you can give it a prompt like you normally would for a particular song in Udio. You're already set up to do an extend, so give it the prompt. We give it the exact same prompt we gave for Suno, excuse me. So one of the things I did right here was I peeled back just a little bit so that we wouldn't catch that hard end. I didn't want that influencing the way it sounded. We then took the first verse, dropped it into the lyrics, went down and changed the advanced settings so that it knew that we were generating this from close to the beginning of the song, and then we made the prompt a little bit heavier, hit the button, let it generate. And here's the first one it generated.
It's rising. Feel the heat coming up off the street. Under the cover of the night, it's time to set this town alight.
Now, that's one of the areas that I believe that Udio is superior to Suno in their making of especially 80s metal, but in general, hard rock and metal, to me, just sounds a little bit more authentic. I actually like that one quite a bit. We went ahead and listened to the next generation, and then we went ahead and generated all of the rest of the songs exactly the same way you see here, including extending them just a little bit to make the songs a little longer. So we'll look at the rest of that process in super high speed. So here is where we extended the track for Hot Nights for Riff number 1 and listened to the additional bit that we did on that, including the build and the chorus, and then we gave it an actual ending so that we had a complete song from that. And then, of course, we went ahead and recorded the rest of the songs, but I'm not sure what you're ready to see is the final results. So here they are.
It's rising, feel the heat coming up off the street. Under the cover of the night. Running hard, lost high on my tail, wandering down this lonely trail, always looking over my shoulder. Won't have a chance to ever get older. My life lived at the end of a gun. It's no wonder I'm always on the run. In the middle of desperate times, gonna have to pay for my crimes. Didn't have a dime. Running hard, lost hot on my tail, wandering down this lonely trail, always looking over my shoulder. Won't have a chance to ever get older. My life is lived at the end of a gun. It's no wonder I'm always on the run. In the middle of desperate times, gonna have to pay for my crimes. Didn't have a dime to my name. This pistol is my claim to fame. I'm living my life in desperate times.
So there you go. What'd you think? That is Audio Extend. Now, those songs, all three of them, which the snippet you heard there, will be available on our Patreon. That will be popping up pretty soon. I don't have that finalized yet, but that will be coming up pretty quickly here from the posting of this video. Depending on when you're watching it, it may already be available. There'll be a link available to it in the description. If you want the full versions of those songs, so you can fully hear how the initial riff really flavored the AI as it moved forward. So that is how you use the Audio Extend feature in Suno and Udio. If you liked the video, please consider giving it a like. If you like the content, please subscribe, turn notifications on so you don't miss any of it. And I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Make fun of my playing. Tell me my playing was good. Talk about the songs that were in there. Talk about the tools themselves. If you have questions on the tools, drop them in there. Or, even better, give me a link to something that you've done. I'd love to see the collaborations you have done with AI, and we can all enjoy the tools as they're made. Also, speaking of tools, check out my other videos for more tips and tricks on how my processes work and the behind the scenes on how I actually create the music I create, and also for more tools and things that you can do to make your music production, whether it be AI or actual real live person music, even better. Until then, we'll see you next time. Thanks for joining us.